everyone. We will start the numericals related to inclined venturimeter. In the previous class, we have done some numericals when the venturimeter has been kept horizontal. Okay, so we'll start with numericals related to venturimeter when it is in an inclined position. Let me revise you some of the formulas. The formulas which we need to consider in the following numericals are what that this is the Q actual value, this is the discharge value which we generally use, the formula which we use, and how this formula comes. I've derived it in the previous class, so you need to see the previous class in order if you have not seen this formula. So CD is the coefficient of your venturimeter, A1 and A2 is the values at the throat at the inlet, and this H value is the difference of your liquid, which is your the liquid which is flowing in the pipe, and the liquid which is flowing in the venturimeter. Okay, so this was the first formula which was used. So the H formula is what x into sh divided by so minus 1, where sh is the specific gravity of heavier liquid and so is the specific gravity of liquid flowing through pipe. Okay, so this is the formula which we are going to use. Okay, and in case of differential manometer, if it is containing, in this is formula is used when the pipe, the liquid which is flowing in the pipe is lighter as compared to what the liquid which is flowing in your venturimeter. So this is for heavier liquid, and for lighter liquid the formula changes. It is equals to what H equals to what x into 1 minus st upon s0, where st or s1 is the specific gravity of lighter liquid in u2, and so is the specific gravity of fluid flowing through the pipe. Okay, inclined venturimeter with differential manometer, differential U2 manometer. So this formula is different. This we will see later because we are not considering this right now. We are considering only this part. Okay, so we'll start with the first numerical on inclined venturimeter, and there is no U2 manometer. That is why we are not using that formula. Whenever there will be a U2 manometer, we need to use the above formula. I will tell you when to use that formula. Okay, so over here you can see that a 30 centimeter or by 15 centimeter venturimeter is inserted in a vertical pipe. So as you can see, there is a pipe and there is a venturimeter which has been fitted inside that. Okay, the dimension for the venturimeter has been given. Okay, it is like this shape. Okay, so in between there is a venturimeter and there is two pipe connected. So the dimension is 30 centimeter by 15 centimeter. Okay, uh, that means the diameter of the inlet is 30 centimeter and the diameter of the throat is 15 centimeter. Okay, it is inserted in a vertical pipe, so you can see that it is clearly mentioning that the pipe is in a vertical position and flowing in upward direction. The water is flowing in the upward direction. Okay, the differential mercury manometer is connected to an inlet and throat. So and differential manometer has been connected. Okay, uh, in the inlet and throat, which gives the reading of 20 centimeter. So the reading which has been coming in, that is 20 centimeter. That means the x value is 20 centimeter. Find the discharge, take CD is equals to 0.98. Okay, so first we'll write all the given parameters. So the diameter of the first one, say first section, is 30 centimeter. So from there we can calculate what area 1, that is pi by 4, 30 centimeter square. So this will be equal to 706.85 centimeter square. Okay, similarly we have got the dimension of second part, that is second section, that is 15 centimeter. From here we can calculate the area of second section, pi by 4 into 15, the whole square equals to what, 176.7 centimeter square. Okay, after that we have got the value of H, because as you can see, the liquid which is flowing in the pipe is your water, so it is lighter as compared to what, mercury. So the formula which will be used is x into st minus st by 0 minus 1, where the x value is given already, it is in centimeter, which is 20, and the specific gravity of heavier liquid is your 13.6, which is nothing but your mercury, and the specific gravity of water is 1. So this is the final input, and then the value which is coming is 252.0 centimeter of water. The coefficient of discharge value is also given, which is 0.98, which is provided in your question. So you can finally use the discharge formula, which is equals to what, CD into A1 by A1 into A2 divided by what, under root of A1 square minus A2 square into under root of 2gh. Okay, so the CD value is 0.98. Okay, A1 value was coming out to be 706.85 into your A2 value is what, 176.7 divided by what, under root of the A1 square minus A2 square, okay, into what, 2gh by 2 into 9.81 into what, 252. So after putting this value, you can get this answer. So the answer which is coming out to be what, 12576 centimeter square, centimeter cube by per second. So in order to convert this into liter per second, so we need to divide it by 1000. So 125.756 divided by 1000 will be what, 125.76 liter per second. Okay. So this is a formula numerical related to a venturi meter when it has been placed inclined. Then the second numerical is what, a 20 centimeter by 30 centimeter venturi meter is inserted in a vertical pipe. So in the similar manner, there is another venturi meter which has been provided in the pipe, which is having a dimension of 20 centimeter by 10 centimeter, and it is inserted in a vertical pipe carrying oil of specific gravity what, 0. 0.8. So in the previous question there was water, then in this question it is containing oil. The flow of oil is in upward direction, so the flow is moving from down to up. The difference of level between the throat and the inlet section is 50 centimeter. So the difference of level has been provided. The level difference is 50 centimeter. The oil mercury, in the previous question there was no value given related to the datum, so we are not considering datum, but in this case I think datum value has been provided, so I think we need to consider datum also in this. Okay, so the height of the inlet from the inlet and the throat is 50 centimeters, so we need to consider this. The oil mercury differential manometer reading is 30 centimeter of mercury. So the reading which is coming in the differential manometer is 30 centimeter. Find the discharge of oil, so we need to calculate the discharge of oil, neglect all the losses. So we'll first write all the given parameter. So we have got the diameter of first section, which is 20 centimeter, from where we can calculate the area, which is pi by 4 into 20 square. So this is coming out to be 314.16 centimeter. Diameter of throat, which is D2, 10 centimeter. So we can calculate the area. So area is what, pi by 4 10 square. So 78.54 centimeter square. We have also got the specific gravity of oil, which is 0.8, and the specific gravity of mercury is 13.6, and the value of differential manometer is coming out to be 30 centimeter. Okay, so this is your, from here we can calculate the value of your x. So the x will be what, we can use this formula, x equals to what, sg minus sg by so minus 1. Okay, so the specific gravity of heavier liquid or is 13.6, because the differential manometer is containing what, your mercury. The specific gravity of lighter liquid is your 0.8, which is oil, minus 1, and the differential reading manometer was coming out to be 30. From here we can calculate the x value, which is the differential manometer reading, which is coming out to be 480 centimeter of oil. The CD value has been given, I think. Okay, so CD value is not being given, so CD value as it is written over here, we need to neglect losses, so we are considering CD value as 1. Okay, so CD discharge formula is what, CD into A1 into A2 divided by under root of A1 square minus A2 square into under root of 2gh. Now we'll put all the values. So CD value is 1, A1 is 314.16, A2 value is 78.54, the G value is 981. One more thing, yeah, 9.81 is in Newton per meter square, so we need to convert this into what, Newton per centimeter square, because all your values are in centimeter square. So this is why it has been coming out to be 981 in every problem. You can see that in every problem we are using it 981, because we are converting it from meter square to what, your centimeter square. So that is why it is 981. Okay, into what, 480. So from here we can calculate what the discharge is coming out to be 78725.75 centimeter cube per second. So in order to convert this into liter per second, we need to divide it by 1000. So divide this value by 1000, so that will be what, 78.725 liter per second. Okay, after that we'll see the next numerical. And in a vertical pipe conveying oil of specific gravity of 0.8, two pressure gauges have been installed at A and B, where the diameter are 16 centimeter and 8 centimeter, okay, respectively. So a vertical pipe has been there, which is conveying oil, which is having a specific gravity of 0.8. So it has been connected with two pressure gauges installed at the station A and station B, where the diameter is 16 centimeter and 8 centimeter respectively. A is 2 meter above the B. So here you can see that there is a vertical pipe, and in which there are 2 points. Okay, there is a point B, there is point A, and B is 2 meter, sorry, A is 2 meter above A. Okay, after that, uh, the pressure gauge readings have shown that the pressure B is greater than pressure at A by 0.981. So it is saying that the pressure which has been created, or the gauges which has been installed over there, it is saying that the pressure which is created at the B is greater than at A. And how much amount it is greater? It has been greater by the amount of 0.981 Newton per centimeter square. After that, it is saying that neglecting all the losses, calculate the flow rate. So flow rate is nothing but the discharge. We need to calculate the discharge. If the gauge at A and B are replaced by the tube, so there is another condition. So that this will be in two cases. First, it will be case one, and then will be case two. It is saying that if the gauges at A and B are replaced by tubes fitted with the same liquid and connected to a U-tube manometer connected to mercury, so it is saying that we need to replace the gauges by what? U-tube manometer. So it is containing mercury. Calculate the difference of level in the mercury level of two limbs of the U-tube. So it is saying that we need to calculate the difference of level in the U-tube. So I think we need to calculate the value of X in the second case. In the first case, we need to calculate what? Discharge. Okay, so first we'll write all the given parameters. So in the case one, we are considering only we need to find out the discharge value. Okay, so the first thing which we have been provided is the specific gravity of your flowing liquid, which is oil. It is zero point 0.8. The density of oil, from here we can calculate the density of oil, because specific gravity multiplied by 1000, that will give you the density, which is 800 kg per meter cube. Okay, now the diameter of first section, it has been provided, which is 16 centimeter. So convert it into meter, so it will be what? 0.16. So from here we can calculate the area. So area will be what? Pi by 4 your d square. So the final value of A1 is 0.0201. After that, the diameter of B is 8 centimeter. So converted into meter, it will be 0.08. So the area at section B will be what? Pi by 4 into 0.08 square. So the final value for A2 is 0.005026 meters square. Now it has been provided that the difference of pressure, okay, that is PB minus PA, because it is saying, clearly mentioning over here, that the pressure which has been created at B is greater than 8. So it will be PB minus PA, because the pressure at B is greater and the pressure at A is less. The PB minus PA is given as 0.981 Newton per centimeter square. In order to convert it into meter square, multiplied by 10 to the power 4. So it will be 9810 Newton per meter square. Now difference of head, we can get the difference of head from here, because the difference of head formula is what? Over here you can see. So in case of what? Your differential manometer, we can use two formulas. We have been provided with two formulas. One formula is this formula, okay, or you can use this formula also. Okay, so we are using this formulas. So one minute. Okay, now the difference of pressure head will be what? PB minus PA by rho g. Okay, PB minus PA by rho g. This will give you the difference of pressure head. So PB minus PA, which has been provided with the value of 9810, divided by what? Rho g into rho is what? 800, and g is what? 9.81. Now you can see that it is taken as 9.81. Why? Because we are considering all the values in Newton per meter square. Okay, so we are taking all the values in meter square. So that is why we are considering 9.81. Okay, in the previous problem we were considering all in Newton per centimeter square, so we will have to take it as 981. Okay. After that, applying Bernoulli's theorem. From here we can calculate what, after applying Bernoulli's theorem, we are applying the Bernoulli's theorem in at point A and point B, which says that the pressure or the energy created at point A will be equal to the energy created at point B. So the pressure head at point A and the velocity head at point A plus the datum head at point A equals to the pressure head at point B plus the velocity head at point B plus the datum head at point B. So okay, so we'll put all the values over here, or we'll take the pressure value on the left hand side. So we are taking that PA plus PB. Okay, sorry, this will be, I think this will be minus. Okay, this is wrong printed over here. This will be minus over here, because we are considering it, taking it on the left hand side. So PA minus PA by rho g minus PB by rho g. Okay, ZA we are keeping, and we are taking this also on the left hand side. So ZA minus ZB equals to what? VB square by 2g minus VA square by 2g. Okay, so after this you can see that there is a, this is constant. uh, so we'll take it as common, PA minus PB by rho g. We have got the datum value, that is Z point A, or the station A is 2 meter above point B, so this will be 2, ZB will be 0. Okay, equals to what? VB square by 2g minus VA square by 2g. Okay, after that we have also got the value of PA minus PB by rho g. So this is the difference of pressure head. So difference of pressure head is coming out to be what? 1.25, but we are taking PA minus PB, that is why we are taking it as minus. Okay, so minus 1.25. Okay, uh, over here it was PB minus PA, that is why we are taking it positive, but in this case it is PA minus PB, so we have to take it as minus. So minus 1.25 plus 2 equals to what? VB square by 2g minus VA square by 2g. Okay, so 2 minus 1.25, that will give you 0.75. We are left with what? VB square by 2g minus VA square by 2g. Okay, now applying the continuity equation between point A and B, that will be equals to what? V1 A1 equals to what? V2 A2. Okay, from here we will consider a numeric term, and then we'll put this over here. Okay, so VA into A1 equals to VB into A2. So we are taking in terms of VB, so VB equals to what? VA into A1 divided by A2. So VA into A1 divided by A2. Over here we have got the value of what? A1 and A2. Will put the value of A1 and A2. So pi by 4 into 0.16 square and pi by 4 into 0.08 square. So we are left with what? 4 VA. So VB equals to what? 4 times VA. So we'll put what? We will put this VB value over here in this equation. Suppose this is your equation number 1. So we'll put VB as 4A in this equation. So what we'll get after substituting VB in the first equation, we get is the following value: 0.75 equals to what? VB square. So 4 square is 16, 16 VA square by 2g minus what? VA square by 2g. Okay, so the final value which is coming out to be 16 minus 1, which is 15 VA square by 2g. Okay, from here we can calculate the VA value. So the VA value will be what? 0.75 divided by 15 into 2 into 9.81, and under root this value, that will give you the VA value, which is coming out to be 0.99 meter per second. So the rate of flow, that will be equal on all the points. So if you consider section A, it will be what? VA into A1. So VA into A1 will be what? 0.99 into what? A1. A1 is coming out to be 0.0201. So the final value of discharge is coming out to be 0.01989 meter cube per second. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the what? The rate of flow. Okay, this is somewhat different than the previous problem. Okay, because in this we are not directly using the discharge formula. We need to take what? The difference of pressure head, then we need to put what? They apply the Bernoulli's theorem between station A and B, then we need to find out the velocity, then we need to put it in your discharge formula. Okay, this is somewhat different than the previous problems. Okay. The second case was that the first thing which we needed to calculate was the discharge. The second thing which we needed to calculate was the x value. Because why we have used this different uh, method to solve this, because in this question, if we have to use that previous question, formula, that is your discharge formula equals to what, CD into A1 A2, we have got the value of A1 A2, but we have not got the value of H. Okay, for that we required what, the difference of reading in your manometer, but the difference of reading in the manometer was not given over here. Okay, that is why we have used this formula, and it was clearly mentioned that in point A and point B, the gauges are being provided, not your manometer. So whenever it is saying that gauges are provided, we need to use the Bernoulli's theorem between the 2 points, and use this method only. Okay, we need to use the continuity equation. Okay, and then we need to put the discharge formula as VA into A1. Okay, after that it is saying that in this case 2, it is saying that this gauges have been replaced by what, by your U2 manometer. Okay, so now we are replacing this by your U2 manometer. So the difference of level in the mercury tube, we need to calculate the difference of level in the mercury tube. So H equals to what? This is the formula for your difference of level, H. Okay, so we need to calculate the value of H, or we need to calculate the difference of level in the mercury tube. That means we need to calculate the value of X. So this is the formula for difference of mercury level. X equals to what? Sg minus So minus 1. Okay, or we can directly use this formula. We have got two formulas. This formula, we either use this formula or either use this formula. So Pa by rho g plus Za minus Pb by rho g plus Zb. Okay, so after elaborating this, what we can get, that Pa by rho g minus what, Pb by rho g. Okay, so we can take rho g as constant, and Pa minus Pb plus Za minus Zb. Okay, so Pa by rho g, we have got the value of Pa by rho g, which was coming out to be minus 1.25. Okay, Za minus Zb was coming out to be what? Za is 2, because the station A is 2 meter above point B, so 2 minus 0. So the final value for H is coming out to be 0.75. Okay, so we'll put this 0.75 in this formula. 0.75 into X into what? The It is saying that the U-tube is containing mercury, so the heavier liquid is your mercury. The liquid which is flowing in the pipe is your oil, which is having a specific gravity of 0.8 minus 1. So here you can get the value of what, X. Okay, because X is of the only unknown. By you can solve this. So from by solving this, the value is coming out to be 16. So 0.75 divided by what, 16, that will give you 0.08 0.04687 meter. So which is multiplied by 100, that will give you in terms of centimeter, which is coming out to be 4.687 centimeter. Okay. Okay, then we will see the next numerical related to your inclined venturi meter. So find the discharge of water flowing through a pipe of 30 centimeter diameter. So a pipe has been provided which is having a diameter of 30 centimeter, placed in an inclined position. So it is clearly mentioning that it is in the inclined position, where a venturi meter has been inserted. As you can see, there is a venturi meter inserted having a throat diameter of 15 centimeter. Okay, so it is having a throat diameter of 15 centimeter. The difference of pressure between the main and the throat is measured by a liquid of specific gravity 0.8 in an inverted U2 manometer. So in this case, there is an inverted U2 manometer which gives the reading of 30 centimeter. Okay. The loss of head between the main and the throat is zero point 0.2 times the kinematic head of pipe. So the loss of head which has been created in the main and the pipe is 0.2 times the kinematic heads of the pipes. Okay, so we'll write all the given parameters first. Diameter of the inlet is given as 30 centimeter. Okay, which is equal to what, the first section. So diameter of the inlet is what, 30 centimeter. So from here we can calculate what, the area, which is coming out to be 706.85 centimeter square. The diameter of the the throat is 15 centimeters. So 15, from this diameter we can calculate the A2. A2 is coming out to be 176.7 centimeter square. Okay, After this, the reading in the manometer is given as x equals to what, 30 centimeter. So the difference of pressure head h is given by what? So we have got these two formulas, P1 by rho g plus Z1 equals to what? P2 by rho g plus Z2 equals to H. So H equals to what? And the H formula is what? X into 1 minus St minus S0. Let me check whether the liquid which is in the U-tube is lesser to what the liquid which is flowing in the water. It is saying that water is flowing in the pipe, okay, and the pressure between the main and the throat measured by a liquid of specific gravity 0.6. So as you can see over here, the liquid which is flowing in the pipe is heavier because water, the specific gravity is 1, and the liquid which is flowing in the inclined U2 manometer is what is having a specific gravity of 0.6. That means the heavier liquid is flowing in the water and the lighter liquid is flowing in your U2 manometer. So we need to use this formula, okay? H equals to what? X into 1 minus St by S0, where St will be what? The specific gravity of lighter liquid, and SO will be the specific gravity of heavier liquid. Okay, from here we can calculate the value of H. We have got the value of X which is coming out to be 30. This will be 1 minus what, 0.6 by 1. So the final value is coming out to be 12 centimeter of water. Okay. And one more thing is also given over here, that the loss of head HL is what, 0.2 times the kinematic head of pipe. So kinematic head is given by what, V1 square by 2G. Okay. So pipe, we are considering it pipe, that is why we are taking it as V1. It is not saying that the kinetic head of your throat. So it is clearly mentioning that it is the kinetic head of pipe. So we need to consider V1. So 0.2 into V1 square by 2G. So now we will apply the Bernoulli's theorem between 0.1 and 0.2. So if we apply the Bernoulli's theorem between 0.1 with that, the formula will be what? P1 by rho g, that is the pressure head at the first point, plus the datum height at the first point, plus the velocity at the worst point, equals to what? The pressure head at the second point, plus the datum height at the second point, plus the velocity head at the datum point, so velocity head and the second point, and the losses, head losses. So from here we can calculate what we will take the pressure on one side. Okay, so P1 by rho g minus what, P2, or you can use this equation as your formula. So P1 by rho g plus Z1 minus what, P2 by rho g plus Z2. This will be together minus. Okay, so you can replace all this value as H. Okay, on the right hand side what we are left with, we are left with V1 by rho g minus what, V2 square by 2G equals to what, HL. So this value we can replace it directly with what, H, because this is the formula for your H. So you can use this formula also, you can use this formula also. So by this formula we are calculating the value of H, and now we will replace all this value with the H. So we will replace this value as H. So this will be 12 centimeter. Okay, and HL is what, 0.2 times V1 square by 2G. So we are replacing HL by what, 0.2 times V1 square by 2G. So we'll write over here what, 12 plus V1 square minus divided by 2G minus V2 square by 2G equals to what, 0.2 into V1 square by 2G. Okay, after this we will keep V1 on left hand side. We'll take the V1 on the left hand side. So V1, suppose we are considering this as 1, so 1 minus 0.2 will be what, that will be 0.8. So 0.8 V1 square by 2G if we are considering it on the left hand side, minus what, V2 square by 2G. Okay, now applying the continuity equation, now we'll replace V1. We'll try to calculate what, V1 in terms of V2. So we'll apply the continuity equation between 1 and 2. So A1 by A1 into V1 equals to what, A2 into V2. Okay, so we are trying to replace V1 with respect to V2. It will be what, A2, we are replacing V1. Okay, so it will be what, A2 by A1 into what, V2. So A2 by A1. So we will put the value of pi by 4 into 15 square, pi by 4 into 30 square. Okay, so final value is coming out to be V2 by 4. Okay, so we'll replace V1 as V2 by 4. So now substituting the value of V1 in the equation 1, we can get the value of what, 12 plus 0.9. Let me check first. 12 plus this is point. I think this is point 0.8. It has. I think something is wrong over there. I think this is point 0.8. Now you can see that this is the equation 12. This is point 0.8 by 2g. We are taking it as common. We are replacing v1 by what? v2 by 4, and because it is v1 square, it will be what? v2 by 4 the whole square minus v2 square by 2g. Now we are left with only one variable, which is v2. Okay, so after calculating all this, we can get the value of v2. Okay, so the v2 value is coming out to be what? 157.4 centimeter per second. So the V2 value after calculating all this was coming out to be 57.4 centimeter per second. So we can try to, once we have got the value of V2, we can use a continuity equation, which is what? A2 by A2 into V2. So we have got the value of A2 at the second section. We have got the value of what? V2 at the from this. So we'll try to put this formula values in this formula, and you can get the discharge value. So 176.7 into what? 157.4 centimeter cube per second. So this will give you 27800 centimeter cube per second. So in order to convert this into liter, we need to divide it by 1000. So it is 27.8 liters per second. Okay.